I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. Just like last year, Apple introduced two brand new models of iPhone at their recent fall event, the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro. Now that the devices are available for pre-order, you may be wondering which one you should pick up and what the differences are between the two. In this video, I explain all that and more. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, editor-in-chief at GearLive.com, and as I mentioned, Apple just recently announced the brand new iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro lines, which includes the iPhone 11 Pro and the larger iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, I was at the event, which took place at the Steve Jobs Theater in Cupertino at Apple Park, and after I released my initial hands-on video, which if you haven't seen it, I will leave a link down in the description below, a lot of people left comments asking me what is the difference between the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro, or the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Which one should I get based on what my needs are? So I figured I might as well put together a video explaining exactly that. What the iPhone 11 is, what is the feature set of the iPhone 11, and how does that compare to the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Of course, the iPhones were not the only hardware announced at the Apple event. There's also a brand new entry-level iPad and a brand new Apple Watch Series 5 as well. And I do have videos coming on those, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on when those videos are released. Now, let's get into the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro comparison, starting with the external design. When it comes to the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro, you're gonna see a lot of similarities. Both have a display with a cutout for the front camera and Face ID array, and an all-glass back featuring a new square camera system. The finish on the rear glass on the iPhone 11 is a glossy glass with a frosted rear camera area, while the iPhone 11 Pro is the reverse. It features a frosted glass back with smooth glass used in the camera array. Holding that glass together on the iPhone 11 is an aluminum frame. The aluminum is color matched and anodized to whatever hue you happen to choose for your device. On the iPhone 11 Pro side of things, instead of aluminum, they're actually using surgical grade stainless steel along the sides instead. This gives the iPhone 11 Pro a more premium feel, in my opinion. Next up, let's talk colors. This is the other obvious difference that you're gonna see when you're looking at an iPhone 11 versus an iPhone 11 Pro. Aside from black and white, the iPhone 11 Pro also comes in four very unique and bright colors. You're gonna get purple, green, yellow, and a product red version. So again, those four bright colors plus black and white gives you the option of 6 different colors on the iPhone 11. On the iPhone 11 Pro side of things, you have a choice between 4 colors. You've got silver, gold, space gray, and a brand new midnight green. And by the way, if I can just interject with my own personal opinion for a second, I'm not a huge fan of green by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think I even own many things like clothing wise, fashion wise, that are green. St. Patrick's Day is not a day where I'm running around in green. People are pinching me left and right. But the green on both the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro this year, both of them are fantastic. The mint green look of the iPhone 11 is very unique, and the midnight green on that frosted glass of the iPhone 11 Pro with the green stainless steel band, that might be my favorite look for an iPhone of all time. Good job, Apple, on choosing those specific nice hues of green this year. Next up in our iPhone 11 versus iPhone 11 Pro comparison, let's talk about the displays. The iPhone 11 features a 6.1-inch display, which slots it right in between the smaller 5.8-inch display on the iPhone 11 Pro and the larger 6.5-inch display on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The iPhone 11 uses an LCD panel, which Apple refers to as a liquid retina display, with a resolution of 1792 by 828. Meanwhile, the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max use a brand new Super Retina XDR display. These are OLED displays with resolutions of 2436 by 1125 for the iPhone 11 Pro and 2688 by 1242 for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So 2 points here on these displays. First, on the iPhone 11, the liquid retina display still looks fantastic, just as it did last year when it was in the iPhone XR, and it's still mind-boggling how Apple was able to get an LCD to perfectly curve at the edges. That said, the display on the iPhone 11 Pro is new and is truly impressive. A lot of people seem to be writing off the display because it's the same display size and resolution, but the technology in the display has actually evolved quite a bit. The screens are pleasingly bold and bright, supporting high dynamic range content shot in HDR10 and Dolby Vision, with peak output of 1200 nits when viewing extreme dynamic range content, and a sustained output of 800 nits when you're out and about in the sun to make sure you can see your phone despite any glare. The display also features a 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio and 458 pixel per inch density. With both displays, whether you're looking at the iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro, you are going to get the True Tone feature, which adjusts the white balance of the phone automatically depending on the environment that you're in. You will get tap to wake and raise to wake, which means you can just tap on the display on your phone or just raise it up in order to turn it on. And you also get haptic touch, the replacement to 3D touch, which is the one thing that I'm lamenting. The loss of 3D touch saddens me deeply as someone who used it pretty much all day, every day. But hey, phones evolve, technology evolves, haptic touch is now what we've got. Up next, let's talk about one of the main features, the main changes on these devices, not just between each other, but from previous years as well, and that is the cameras. The iPhone 11 has 2 cameras, while the iPhone 11 Pro has 3. On the iPhone 11, you're getting a 12 megapixel wide light. In addition, you're getting the new 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, which lets you capture 4 times more of the scene, which is perfect for things like group shots, landscapes, travel, and anytime you want to take a photo of a large interior space, for example. So again, to be clear, the iPhone 11 gives you the wide angle camera and the ultra wide angle camera on the same device. Now, moving on to the iPhone 11 Pro models, you get the same wide angle camera and the same ultra wide angle camera, but in addition, you also get the new 12 megapixel telephoto camera as well. This gives you a triple camera system that, when combined, gives you 4 times optical zoom range, giving you a bunch of options when composing your shots. Now, over on front, both phones give you the exact same new 12 megapixel selfie camera that is up from 7 megapixels that we had on previous generation phones. The front camera can now record 4K 60 frames per second and can also do slow motion video selfies, or as Apple likes to refer to them, slow-fies. I expect to see that hashtag in all of your Instagram posts, because you know on day 1, September 20th, when these phones come out, slow-fies are gonna be a thing taking over the gram. And rounding out the major camera features, both phones also support the new and updated Smart HDR feature, as well as the impressive new night mode as well. And that's one that I cannot wait to check out. It was something that we couldn't really test out at the Apple event because we're in such a nice, brightly lit room. But night mode is something that a lot of people have been waiting for at least a couple of years, and it's finally here on the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. Next up, let's talk about another big change this year, a huge change, a monumental change, a change that anyone can appreciate, and that is battery life. With the best battery life Apple had ever released up until that point. So this year, the iPhone 11 is surpassing what was considered the best iPhone's battery life by 1 full hour. But Apple did not stop there. On the iPhone 11 Pro, that phone is actually getting 4 more hours of battery life over last year's iPhone XS. And then the iPhone 11 Pro Max is getting 5 hours more battery life than last year's iPhone XS Max. So I told you about how these phones compare to last year's models, which is impressive, but here's how they compare to each other. The standard iPhone 11 provides up to 17 hours of video playback, while the iPhone 11 Pro provides up to 18 hours of video playback, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max can give you an amazing 20 hours of video playback. Now you may be wondering why we're measuring battery life in video playback versus talk time, and the simple answer to that has to be that people rarely talk much on their phones, and these batteries are getting so big that talk time is probably not the best way to kind of quote battery life. But video playback is something where the screen is on and audio is happening, whether it's through the speakers or through Bluetooth to your AirPods, etc. So it's a better gauge on what the phones can actually do with their batteries. By the way, all these phones, the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro series, do support fast charging. However, it's only the iPhone 11 Pro models that include Apple's 18-watt fast charger in the box. So if you want to fast charge your iPhone 11, you're gonna need to buy either Apple's fast charger or another fast charger that's 18 watts or better. If you do use Apple's 18-watt fast charger, you will be able to charge your phone from 0% to 50% in about 30 minutes. Okay, up next, let's talk about protection from the elements, those IP ratings on the new iPhones. First up, the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 is water resistant up to 2 meters for up to 30 minutes, and that is twice the water resistance depth of the iPhone XR from last year. So last year it was 30 minutes up to 1 meter of water. This year it's 30 minutes up to 2 meters of waters on the iPhone 11. Over on the iPhone 11 Pro side is where things start getting pretty ridiculous. The iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max are water resistant up to 4 meters of water for up to 30 minutes. That is double the depth of the iPhone 11, and that is quadruple. That is 4 times the depth of the iPhone XR from last year. In addition, both phones use what Apple says is the strongest glass ever used on a smartphone on both the front and back, with glass strengthened through a dual ion exchange process. And last but not least, one thing that you need to know about between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max is price. Looking at the iPhone 11, that starts at $699 for a 64 gigabyte model, which is $50 less than last year's iPhone XR. You also get a 128 gigabyte model for $749 and a 256 gigabyte model for $849. Over on the iPhone 11 Pro side of things, prices start at $999 for 64 gigabytes on the 5.8-inch iPhone 11 Pro, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max starts at $1,099 for that same 64 gigs. If you want to bump up to 256 gigabytes, the cost will be $1,149 and $1,249 respectively for the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. And finally, the cost tops out at $1,349 for a 512 gigabyte iPhone 11 Pro and $1,449 for a 512 gig iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, all these phones are available to pre-order right now at apple.com and probably at your favorite carrier as well. The phones are then released on September 20th. If there's anything I didn't cover, if you have any questions about the differences between an iPhone 11, an iPhone 11 Pro, and an iPhone 11 Pro Max, please do drop them in the comments below and I will meet you there for further discussion. Like I said, reviews of these products are coming soon. And of course, if you missed anything on the Apple Watch, the new iPad, the initial hands-on with the new iPhones, I'll leave links down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for your support as always, guys, and thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.